Hello. How we doing, everybody? We doing swell? Let me hear it, chat. Something loathsome is afoot. Oh no, do I have to now eat dung whenever I show up? No, no, I don't want to. I'd get that loathsomeness away from me. How we doing, Goofy the Grafted? Ready to meet your cousin? Well, he's a few streams off, so you're gonna have to wait a little longer. Slumbering egg. Trying to get a thumbnail up here, and I found I missed an item. That's gonna happen a lot, I get the feeling. Well, that's fine. Speaking of, did I get the item from here? I actually don't remember. Don't remember if I got the right chest. This is the easy to get one, right? Okay, yes, I haven't opened this. Oh, before I... Ah, twin blade. So yeah, this was probably another stop town, if I had to guess, along the highway around here. But that's the weird thing. There isn't a straight highway going around. Maybe it was instead some kind of military base or outpost? Yo, James! Yo, right back at you. Let's see, burnt trees, that's normal. Yeah, maybe this was actually a military outpost rather than another in-town. I can't recall if I mentioned this last time, but again, the Waypoint Ruins here, the idea is that this was an actual thing in the Edo era, where there was a time where you would basically have a stop. Think of it kind of like a gas station, except it was part in, that basically allowed all the soldiers for rest and recovery. Again, I think I mentioned that, but just to be safe. So I'm trying to figure out, then, how that relates to what we see here. Because these ruins don't look like they might be an actual town. We also have to take into consideration that there's a burial spot right there. So, yeah. Anyway. Nothing too important. So we did that. You guys missed it because I turned off the stream, but I was right next to another one of those wonderful little star reading charts and was able to grab another one of those. So yeah, I think we're good. It's just we're gonna have to start exploring here, here, obviously here. So yeah, we'll go here, then we'll do the village up here. Actually, we'll do the village first, because then we can make our way down, I think. It should be fine. Yeah, we'll do it that way. Alrighty. Oh. Yeah, so we'll do village first. Lots more graves. Just get used to seeing that everywhere, I get the feeling. Too many people live in Lands Between. It's a very old burial site. Nito would love it here. Nito would find this place neato. I had to get the obligatory pun in there. Oh, going that way. Going that way. Alright, Queen Marika. Grant me strength. Oh, there we go. Where are you at, rats? There you are. Figured. Alright, Yellow Ember. So, our first look at the Frenzied Flame. Again, Japanese can pretty accurate. Keep in mind that quote-unquote frenzy is the word in Japanese for madness. So, maddening flame, crazy flame, mad flame. However you want to put it. Again, we can see remnants of the old highway leading over there. Moving over here. Huh. Well, it's okay. We can go through here now. Again, see remnants of highway that seem probably connected, these two pieces, so you can go straight to the village. Again, you see some of this, the highway would take you straight to this minor Erd tree. The small Erd tree, tiny golden tree, just happened to be growing here. Now, are the locations of these trees themselves important, or is it just seemingly that they happen to grow into big trees here? And we see a bunch of smaller little trees that may become big trees later in the future. You know, if we don't, like, take their seeds and all that. Maybe. Huh. Yes, no curve. See? Projectile, you're much better when you just go straight for the target. Alright. Gotta go down there at some point. Doesn't have to be right away, though. Oh, sorry, dear. Wonder how many of you have been killing in these bushes. We could clearly see camps of people trying to get away from the village with the frenzy flame. Evidently, it didn't work, though. They were trying to get rid of the people who got the disease, but they got the disease. Now, I'm assuming Frenzied Flame works based purely on the madness status, i.e., as far as disease is concerned, it's just a matter of how much contact you have with the flame and if it drives you mad. In our case, obviously, it's a game over, but... Oh. Presumably, that's how this quote-unquote disease works. Just casual visitor from afar. Don't mind me. Notice how they put up yellow to signal to outsiders how they have been, they have a infection. Stay away. The yellow is here. Speaking of, Eye of Yellow. Localization went all out on that one, that's for sure. Is it up here? I must have passed it. Yeah, there it is. Grown in lands afflicted by frenzy, it's used in pain relieving, though it's to be dangerous and intoxicant. But why is it called yellow? I guess we'll see. Person, place? So many questions, so much game still to explore. Posing awkwardly, out of the pain. Very iconic. Very typical Miyazaki. Don't worry guys, I'll put you out of your misery. Looks like the disease is also relatively recent, but what isn't relatively recent for the Tarnished here? We're the hero. Everything seems to happen right before we get here. Flame Crest Wooden Shield. This is interesting. The yellow flame is the symbol of the affliction, serving as a warning to those who might approach the village. It's interesting because, of course, again, much like what I said about the yellow banners, it gives the idea that, hey, we're infected, stay away. But the fact they're using a shield is telling us that that is as much a warning as it is a means of trying to defend themselves in case those, because hey, it could be that those people don't say, we're gonna go away. It could be, okay, we're gonna exterminate you before you infect the rest of us. Very interesting, all in all. I really like the world building so far. And of course we got rats, because when are there never rats? It's quite possible the rats brought the affliction, too, considering they have it. Because I'll be honest, I don't know how this affliction is spreading to these isolated villages and isn't, like, widespread everywhere else. I can only assume that it has to be coming through rats or vermin that are, like, crawling out of the earth or something. Which makes me wonder, where are they getting it? Questions, questions. Could it be that the frenzied flame is somewhere deep within the earth? Gonna have to kind of think that one over. Oh. Oh, dang it. So some spiritual cleansing here. There we go. Flame of Frenzy. I'm expecting very little on this. And a sacred tear. Now here's my question. Are all churches essential, or at least those that have this, serving with these baptismal things? Or is this one somehow special? Yeah. Now the Japanese for tear here is actually drop, again, so like a drop of water or something. Obviously this case it's a drop of amber. The bonkers flame. Yeah, how could the localization not put it to its most accurate rendition? The bonkers flame. Honestly. Tisk tisk. America. Again, pretty fitting you have a church here in the village right next to where it was connected to the Erd tree. I presume this is why the village was even set up, to help facilitate taking care of this. For tourism, and or I guess I should say pilgrimage in this case. Interesting, interesting. Is that everything? What's the magic tell us? Oh, it comes from the maddening three fingers. So I guess we're gonna find our nutty fingers down below. Do we want to go here? Oh yeah, we want to go here. Woo! Don't make me come to. Oh. 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 Well, this is awkward. Oh! That's convenient. So here's a question. Is the lightning striking here because the flowers came first, or the flowers coming here because there's lightning? If so, is it who's buried here that really matters? Yeah, that boy's just glitching out. Alright, I'm feeling safe. Oh, never mind. Should have checked my FP first. Oh. There we go. Because here we see lightning strike incantation we're getting. So, someone buried here has lightning powers. Which again, makes sense. Pilgrimages to an Erd tree this far. all the burial. Oh, yeah. Definitely want to stick to my sorcery.